Hi, friends. I'm Anna Bundy Hagler, one of the associate ministers here, and right now we're in our series, Cultivating Generosity. And we are sitting down with a couple of church members today, talking about how generosity plays a role into their life and where FirstChurch fits into that. So, Whitney, Jay, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, will you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Sure. So, yes, we are Whitney and Jay Donaldson, and we have two children, Daisy, who is in 6th grade, and Tully, who is in 4th grade. And we moved to Dallas about 3 years ago.
Great.
And have been going to the church for about a year and a half now.
Right.
And we joined the church just over a year ago.
Okay. And what was the thing that made y'all want to be members here? There's a lot of churches here.
There are, and we visited a lot of churches. Yeah. When we first moved back to Texas, it was during COVID that we moved, and so we kind of did the online church thing for a while.
Makes sense.
And then we started visiting churches, and we went to a lot of different churches. But whenever we walked into this church, I just had that feeling. I just felt like, I'm home. This is it. And I think that we all kind of had that same type of feeling. And it didn't change. We kind of knew right away that this was the place that we were supposed to be.
Yeah, everybody was engaging. People greeted us. You certainly did.
Thank you.
And engaged with us right away, very first Sunday. So it was an inviting church and welcoming and just a special place.
I love that so much. So that was kind of your first impression. And it's continued on, but over a year later, what's important about FirstChurch to you now?
So certainly, we've got Daisy and Tully. That's an important piece that, we're trying to nurture them in this facet as well. Yeah. So, it's not just Whitney and I. It's, getting Daisy and Tully a great place to be and make sure they feel welcome as well and have a great spot that they look forward to coming to and have great experiences like we did growing up and kind of, sharing that path with them.
Yeah. Well, and having a safe space for them where they feel welcomed and accepted and excited to come back is such a testament to not only your family's values of bringing them here, but how did they fit in our First Kids program when they were new to Texas, even though y'all were moving back?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I also think that we were able to find a place for ourselves. It was important for us to find a place for the kids, but to find a place for ourselves. And I am honored to be a part of the chancel choir, and that's a great opportunity for me, and I love doing that. And Jay's gotten to get involved in the welcoming committee.
Oh, yeah.
He's one of our best greeters.
Thanks. But also
our greeters are good.
Sunday school class as well. That we tried some different Sunday school classes, and all of those were great too. But found one that really fit us well. Is a welcoming crowd and fit right in. A lot of those folks have been here their whole lives. We've been here a year, and that didn't create any problem or anything. They welcomed us right in, and that's been a really cool experience as well.
Oh, I love that so much. And as y'all have been able to plug in, where do you see your gifts most at use here at the church?
I'll speak for you.
That works. You know her pretty well.
Well, Whitney grew up in the choir, in a big choir program out in Lubbock, where we're from. And so that was a big experience for her. So the chance to come back into that, even when we were in D.C. at our church there, she didn't join the choir. It was an urban church, but very different there, just scale-wise. So I think that was a big thing that we talked about initially, but where you kind of were excited to go back to some things you'd done before. I've enjoyed greeting. That's cool. We're continuing to find other things. I've been invited to do different things and kind of testing things out, and they're not all going to fit, but we'll continue to find kind of what is rewarding and where we think we're doing good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe not in others.
Well, I think plugging into this community, the fact that y'all have been here officially only over a year and you're already that involved, I think is a testament to who y'all are and how you place this a priority. And, how FirstChurch, has a place for everyone, regardless if you've been here 72 years or 6 months.
Yeah,
that's very
true.
cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Then my last question for y'all is, how is generosity a part of your lives? What does it make a difference in your lives here and personally?
I'll take a first stab, I guess. We've been extremely fortunate in our lives over, all the different opportunities we've been afforded and the things we've gotten to do. But we look back and I know that our experience growing up, both of our families were active in the church and modeled that for us and kind of showed us that. And we came up that was just part of life and being taught to us. So that was ingrained at us from an early age, and we carried that forward separately, and then also together. It was kind of similar paths. So to do that, for our kids is an important thing to model and nurture for them. But also, I remember my parents saying, that we were not wealthy by any means, but they always gave to the church, and we're always like, we never went without. Like that was always an important component for my parents was that even in tough times they always dug in, made sure that they gave to the church, contributed there because they thought that was an important part of their lives, and in retrospect they would share with us that do that in your life, and as far as we've been experiencing it, it works out, and you'll be grateful for making that step and making that a priority. So,
and I would say that's actually, it's been very, very true for our lives, for our adult lives, in that the times that we have stretched ourselves and the times that we have really given, sometimes more than what we thought we were really comfortable with. We have been rewarded. It has come back, not monetarily,
right,
but through the network, through the people, through the gifts that have been. We've just been, anytime we've tried to stretch ourselves, it has definitely.
It worked out great, been blessed,
really,
and feel just continue to be rewarded.
Oh, I love that. And what a commitment to your spiritual lives that your parents ingrained upon you, and that I know y'all are teaching your children going forward. And I think that makes us a better church community and a better denomination as a whole. And I'm just grateful for y'all.
Thanks.
Thank you for your time. Thank you for your commitment to First Church. And thank you for your generosity in this space.
Thank you.
I'm grateful.
As are we. Thanks.